Alright, welcome back to Don't Think, Just Charge. I'm Dave, and joining me again today, it's Harvey. How you doing, Harvey?
Good, yeah. Excited to get into some bad rep, battle rep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And play some Jackals.
And we're doing a new style battle report today. We're going to be doing a bad rep, bat rep, where we're taking those armies that have got a really bad reputation in the community for being rubbish, and we are bringing them to bear with each other, giving the best that we possibly can. We'll be doing it today through the medium of Tabletop Simulator, which is again something new for the channel, so let us know what you think. As so many of you have seen, we are launching on a new channel at the moment. Thank you for all your support so far. Please do get down in the comments, let us know your thoughts, give us the thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel. Everything you do really helps us, and it lets us know that you're enjoying what we're doing. At the same time, jump into our Discord channel. It's down there in the description. It is the Don't Think, Just Charge Discord channel, and let us know what you think of the videos. Perhaps you have a list that you want to go on List Doctors, and these smiley faces, give them a smile, Harvey, will help out with it in the future. Now, let's get into the armies. Okay, so today we are on Tabletop Simulator. Here is one of the default boards that you can have access to, with a little bit of tweaking done to it. There are a few extra, I think there's a few extra buildings on this one. You had a little play with this before we started, didn't you?
Yeah, made it a little bit more exciting, but yeah.
Very good. But yeah, so this is some of the this is a bit of an example of some of the work that you can do if you're using Tabletop Simulator to play your games. We'll show you a bit more of the setup very soon, but for now, let's have a look at the armies, and let's start with Harvey's. Harvey, would you like to just talk us through what you've brought today?
Yeah, so today we're playing 2,000 points. So in front of you, you see 2,000 points of Jackals. I'm using alien hives, Tyranids as proxies. Yeah. So I'll run through the list now. So first of all, we've got a unit of elites. Within this, they've got two flamers, but these are 12-inch range shotguns, A2, AP1. These guys have all got relentless, and they've got Strider as well. And embedded in the unit is an elite veteran who has an elite shotgun, which is the same as the normal ones with one extra attack. He also has relentless and Strider, and he also gives his whole unit ambush. So this is an ambushing unit. Then I have two units of vultures. These guys are 4/4s. They have +1 to hit thanks to carnivore, and they've got A2, AP2. And embedded in both these units, we've got a caster with a jetpack. So these guys are caster 2, and they've had the spears as well. So two units of those guys, also in ambush. Then in the middle here, I've got a unit of 5 hounds. Now these guys are quite simple. They're just 5/5s with +1 to hit in melee, fast and scout, and strider. So one unit of 5 of those and one unit of 10 of those. Next up, we've got the Great Beast. This guy's a 4/2. He's got +1 to hit thanks to carnivore. He's got fear 2. He's got strider and bounding, and he's got 10 attacks in total, 6 at AP4 and 4 at AP1. Next up, I've got a unit of Beast Riders. These guys are 5/4s. They have bounding, they're strider. They all have lances and carnivore. So on the charge, these guys hit on 3-ups, which is quite nice with that AP1. And they all have impact 2 as well. So quite a scary unit if they manage to land their charge. And then my last two units, we're looking at a unit of trackers. These guys are just ambushing snipers. They have the charged ammo rule. So they have ambush and +2 AP on the first turn that they ambush in. So yeah, just a nice little assassins really, there to kind of clean up any casters or what might be. And finally, I have my solo veteran. This guy has got hidden root, so he has giving him and his unit ambush, but he's on his own. But really the gimmick here is that this guy has beacon, which is going to allow friendly units within 6 inches to deploy with no restrictions. So he's just a single guy carrying a single beacon to let the rest of my army position slightly nicer. And he's not a complete pushover. He's obviously tough 3, and he's got A4, AP1, a 6-inch range shotgun. So maybe he'll kill a couple of models. I believe in him. And that's the army.
Very nice, very nice. So the stick of this is very much going to be getting your ambushing units coming in, hitting hard, and making me feel like I'm nothing but paper, which you'll probably be able to do. This seems like a pretty tight Jackals list we've got going on here. Let's go and have a look at what they're up against, which is the Elven Jesters. Alright then, this is 2,000 points of Elven Jesters. Again, using an army that's usually pretty poorly looked at. I quite like them. They've got a lot of keywords to them, so let's go through the army. The basic unit that we're going to be starting with is the Fools. These are 5/5s. They've each got an A1 pistol to them, but they've got keyword soup. They have Strider, they have Stealth, they have dodge, they have fast, they have furious, and their pistols have rending, so there's a lot going on there. They've got 2 attacks in melee as well, which have got furious, so if you're charging with that fast and strider, you can do quite a lot. And we did have a... are we going to call it a playtest game last week, I think? We had a fun little game.
An imaginary run-through of the game.
An imaginary run-through of the game. Alright everyone, it's Editor Dave here. I did ask the Professor to come on and introduce this bit, but he said something weird to me about uncovering the mysteries of the universe, perfecting OPR strategies, and then he told me not to be crap, so I just kind of left him alone. As we've said a couple of times in this video, this is our second recording of this battle report. The first one, the dice went completely against Harvey. There was nothing anyone could really do about it. It's one of the things about dice games. But for the highlights of the absolute insanity that was that game, stick around to the end of the video. We've got a 3-minute supercut for you, but for now, I'm going to pass you back to the guys for enjoying the rest of this video. Hope you enjoy the battle report. Spoiler alert, pay attention to the dice, because they do matter in this one too. Where it was quite nice having the option to do some charges with Furious, even though some of the units were more shooty than you'd expect. So we'll see how it comes out today. We've got 2 of these cute little trick units. We've got 2 units of Jokers. These have 1 toughness each. They are quality 3, defense 5. All of those wonderful keywords, except these ones are flying as well. And what they've all got is a 1-shot flamer. An exploding bowler is blast 3 and limited at 12-inch range. But it's pretty good, I think, in terms of what it can do in the mindset of clearing out some chaff. These are nice little units. I think they're about 90 points each. They're really, really cheap. They're very effective. I like them. So we'll see if they can at least punch up on their points in this game. Before we come on to the bigger units, we've got 2 units of Pranksters. These are my ambushing Jesters. They're 3/5s, and the thing that's really great about them, on top of having that Furious, is that they've got Lance. So when you're charging, you're hitting on 2s with Furious. 2 attacks each. They've got AP 2 on the charge. They've also got regeneration, just for a bit of fun. So we'll be ambushing in a unit of 10 and a unit of 5 of these and seeing where we can get to. And then finally, we've got a unit of 5 Jesters. These are 3/5s again. I've got a couple of Neuron pistols in there for extra shots. So we've got some poison flying out there too. And these guys have got a Master Jester who is a spellcaster. So he's going to be throwing out some damage and a little bit of help with his spells, all being well, provided he doesn't get sniped out. And then the big unit is a unit of 3 jet bikes. Each of them has a 24-inch A3 gun on them and a 12-inch range pistol. But the thing that I've done to make these especially cute is I've given them a hero who, there's so many keywords that's going off the screen here, but the one that's particularly exciting is this Graceful Brutality, also known as Hit and Run. So this unit can move 10 inches, drop all of its shots out, and then move an extra 3 inches either onto an objective or coming off of it. So there we go, we have 2,000 points of Elven Jesters. Will it survive the ambushing onslaught of the Jackals though? This is going to be quite interesting to see. Army-wide dodge might be good against you, but the ability for you to get everyone in so close might just undermine the tricksiness of the elves. What do you think the matchup's going to be like?
I mean, yeah, certainly there's a lot of keyword soup going on with the Elven Jesters. I think having stealth and dodge is quite scary. Makes them surprisingly tanky compared to what you might expect. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Have to see if the ambushes get the value that we want from them, or if maybe it'll just kind of peter out and you'll resist the initial attacks, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah,
that round 2 is going to be pretty decisive, I think, in the way that this comes about. Let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so deployment went quite straightforward. Harvey, with his only 2 units that didn't have Scout or Ambush, placed his Beast Riders first. I responded with my Jokers, and then he placed his Great Beast. And I deployed the rest of the army, the Jokers being fairly central to get some early moves out, threaten some objectives, but not be completely isolated. And the rest of the units just kind of going down to follow. My Spellcaster in the middle to hopefully throw out either some damage or some buffs. Harvey then came in with his 2 scout units, and the first thing he did was put down his unit of 10 hounds, which I'm sure we'll see in a moment, and this unit of 5s on the flank here for some objective play, and that is it. You've got 4 units in ambush, 5 units in ambush.
5 units in ambush, yes.
You're planning on doing lots of nasty things there, so let's get into it, shall we? it is Harvey to move first. It's a normal game of regular OPR. We just defaulted to 5 objectives. And let's get going. What are you doing? Are you thinking or are you charging?
Well, no, I'm charging, but I was thinking with these hounds before when I was doing deployment. I was like, do I want to threaten this caster unit, or am I interested in threatening these jet bikers? And I decided on the jet bikers. I think this is quite a lot of firepower, and I worry that this is tankier than it looks, whereas these guys don't have dodge, I believe.
Yeah, they don't have dodge.
So this is slightly squishier. So I'm going to make the charge here, so I'm going to pick up all units. These guys have got fast, so they should be able to easily make it in.
Yeah, super easily. So you can place them pretty much wherever you like.
These guys are A2, and they are carnivores, so they are hitting on 4s. Alright, so we've got 20 dice to make our attacks. So these guys are hitting on 4s.
Let's go. Oh, this is looking painful.
Hey.
Oh.
So slightly above average, we've got 11 hits, and these are on 4-ups.
Decent.
Oh, I didn't even kill one.
Elven Jesters moment right there.
Elven Jesters.
Well, I hope you're ready for some pain. I have no idea of the melee profile of these guys whatsoever. 2 attacks each in combat, and then the Master Jester. Oh, he's got too many keywords.
You can find his attack in there.
He's also... Oh no, he's 2 times 2 attacks.
Oh yeah, okay, that's 4 attacks.
So he's 4 attacks. I think we're just hitting on 3s across the board, so it's 6, 10 attacks, half of what you had. And we're hitting you on 3s. Oh, rubbish. Oh, actually, that's... Okay, it looks worse. I mean, it's not great, but it looks worse than it is. That's 5 hits.
Cool. So that's 5 hits, and I'm saving these on 5. So we're looking for 3 saves here to draw the combat. Which we get.
Oh, no way!
2 dead hounds. I'll kill the 2 closest ones here. Let's move these guys away.
Alright.
Goodbye, faithful hounds.
Whew.
And then I'll do my 1-inch bounce back. Bit of a weird little combat there.
Very weird combat. There was definitely one that had me very worried. So, at this point, it's worth wondering what is actually in your opponent's army. He's got a bit of shooting in the side here, but he is mostly going to be melee. One of the things to watch out for from the Jackals is that the Great Beast has bounding, so he's got potentially a 16-inch charge range. And then these Beast Riders, they've also got bounding, oof, so they can do nasty bits as well.
Bouncy boys.
They are bouncy boys. I'm wondering about just moving around here, getting into this terrain and unloading. Oh, right, just hell on you. We can absolutely do this. So the activation here, we looked at it for a little bit and considered the bikes. The bikes aren't really going to get into a good spot, so we're going to move up the Jesters. Now, I have to be very careful that I don't stumble into bounding distance, as Harvey and I discussed during setup. Ironically, we are both fully Strider armies here, so there's quite a lot of the terrain that just doesn't matter in this game. We'll unload 3 bowlers from the first unit of Jokers. These are hitting you on 3s. 2 hits with Blast 3.
And these are saving on 5s.
Oh, there was nearly a bit more going on there.
Goodbye, hounds. And then I need to make a morale check at the end of the turn as well.
Shit.
These guys are stunned. Right, my next activation. So I don't have much really to be thinking about here. I've got the 2 big units and I've got the unit of hounds. I think what we want to do is probably move these Beast Riders just up the board.
Yeah.
Staying behind terrain, I think, is probably their best spot for now. Because as correctly identified, 16-inch charge, we ain't getting this charge. I'm not sure if we necessarily would either. So they do have bounding, but it shouldn't matter here. So I'm just going to move them up to the edge of the forest.
I think that clearing out a few of these hounds is important just to clean up the line of sight for my jet bikes to get in. I don't want to move too much. Oh, I need to get into the forest. That's going to be the issue here, really. I do need everyone into the forest, so we can try and negate some cover from you. The hounds being shaken make me think that I do just want to put absolutely everything into the Beast Riders, so let's go ahead and just do that. We have to start with the Master Jester because he's got a sniper rifle. Okay, so the sniper shots are with poison, so that's 2 hits with poison. And then the rest of the weapon profiles. The Master Jester has got 3 hits with rending and AP 1. Ooh, okay.
Cool.
and then the rest of the units. They've got effectively A4 and rending each. So 3s. Ooh, let's have a look. What's under there? Okay. Ooh, this is quite good then. So we have 2 hits with AP1, 3 hits with AP lots, 2 hits with poison, and then 7 hits with AP nothing.
So the AP nothing's first, they're going on 4-ups.
Okay, 2.
That's 2 wounds.
So for those of you at home who, we mentioned that we played a game last week. This is already going better.
This is already going better.
This is already going better.
More.
The dice are completely against you.
So far. 6s on these guys.
Ooh.
2 more wounds. And then finally AP1, which is 5s.
Oh, just enough. Okay.
2 models dead.
There we go. That's that activation done. 2 left for you to do before we go into round 2.
I think I'm going to activate these hounds, and they're just going to stand still.
Not even taking the objective. Okay.
We're in no rush.
You might well be in no rush, but I'm going to give you some rushing to have. This unit of jokers here is just going to move up and boop, take the objective.
I think we might just be relaxing mostly. I think perhaps we can move up to this corner. But apart from that, we just want to make sure we're staying out of line of sight of things. It's a little bit rocky there, but I think he's fine.
Very good.
Yeah, just concerned about being shot at on spellcasts, so I think just here and kind of threatening some objective play is good enough for me.
A couple of things that I want to do will be throwing out some spells. I've got 2 activations left to go here. I'm quite tempted to go for a charge here, although we don't have to. We've got pistols.
Such cowardice.
I know.
Not charging.
I know, right? I really... Oh, it would be such a glorious charge, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I agree. I think you should do it.
There's only 3 dogs left.
The people at home want to see it at this point.
Oh, okay, fine. You've twisted my arm. We'll be charging. This could just go horrendously wrong.
Yeah, I'm ready. Show me the 1s and 2s.
Exactly. Or I'm just going to use up all my 6s for all the luck in the world that I might have. But what, importantly, we're going to do is use some of this wonderful Elven Jesters spell list. I'm going to overcast Shadow Dance. So this is a level 2 spell. It gives +1 to defense rolls to 2 friendly units within 12. But I'm going to cast it on a 3+ instead using all 3 tokens. Doesn't matter. Good old.
It was a lovely play.
A good old OPR dice rolling moment there.
Yep.
And then
casting moment.
Thorough spell casting moment. So we'll do our attacks. We have 10 attacks here, 2 attacks each with AP nothing. Hitting you on 3s, but we're also furious, so 6s explode. Ooh, this is... oh dear. Okay, so we're going to keep in these 2 1s. These are hits with AP nothing on your 5-ups before we get onto my
5-ups.
hero.
All the 5-ups.
Yeah, okay.
Today.
We'll wipe you out.
Goodbye, little doggos.
And then, as for the fools, really, I want to play nowhere near this great beast. So, I think I'm just going to bring the fools over here. So that's it. That's the end of round 1.
Round 1.
Very simple round 1 there for the 2 of us. I managed to successfully wipe out one of his units of hounds. He tried to get the alpha out. It is quite a common theme on the channel that we have a unit of hounds that we try and send into something to really do a lot of damage early, and it does nothing and dies. So continuing with the theme of the channel.
Extremely well spent 150 points, I think, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Really well done. Hey, it could matter because that is an expensive unit of bikes and you've done 2 damage. You just need to do another 4 to start hitting morales.
If I'd done 1 more, actually, I probably would have paid for my unit already.
There you go. See?
Yeah,
the doggos
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
And you took the 1-shot bowlers off of the jokers.
That's true. They pay for themselves. Yes!
Exactly. See? Don't count the dogs out. Never put a dog down. And most importantly, at the end of the round, I get to do this. What colour are we going to be today? I'll be...
You can be purple. You're a jester. You got to be purple.
Yeah, good point. I'll be purple. Purple, pink, whatever that is. It's one objective. Yep. Going over to the Elven Jesters. The cowardly Jackals have taken nothing. Let's get into the very exciting ambush round. It's round 2.
I'm going to activate first, so I ambush first as well, I believe.
Yep.
It's the new rules. So I've got 5 units to do. I don't really have much in the way of incentive to put down my big scary ones first.
Not at all.
As you only have the 2 units. So I think we'll start off with the trackers. These guys have got 24-inch guns, so we're just going to put them somewhere nice and far away. We want to be near your caster, because that's the most threatening thing to kill. So 24 inches from him is not a massive range, so maybe we just put them back here. Actually, we could put them on the lip up here.
Yes, go for it.
They're snipers. I feel like they have to be in sniper positions, you know? Lore accurate. Oh. Calm down. Lore accurate snipers. There we go. Oh, these platforms are not great. Okay, come on. Come on, lad. Get down. Oh no. We got more of them inside.
The outtakes write themselves.
Okay. Let's I'm gonna put them on the ground here. I'm just gonna make sure they're outside of range of whatever this unit over here does.
Yeah, you need to be 20 inches of range from there, 20 inches away from their max.
Maybe we do something else with these guys then. Maybe we do something like this. This is a tricky unit to place. On the objective? Yeah, they can't contest it this turn though. They are useless. What is this unit? Fine, we'll put them...
Top level gameplay here.
This is the... Is this the strat? Just like slam them into the corner? Brave tracker. Run away. There we go. They're going to ambush it in the corner.
Lovely. I'm going to go for my unit of 5 pranksters. Harvey, of course, is making it incredibly difficult for me to threaten multiple units at once. He is slow rolling his ambushes over here. I don't want to put one unit in threat range of both of these. Harvey's got the jump on me. So this whole round, Harvey's going to have priority on what activations he's throwing out. So let's go for something like putting the unit of pranksters in here, maybe. This is overloading a lot of pressure into one unit. Do I want to do this? Given how I'm expecting his beacon friend to pop up around about here or here. Oh, he could put it here and then daisy chain 6 inches in to be in charge range of some exciting things. Maybe I don't want to put the unit of pranksters there. Maybe I do want the pranksters fairly more central. I'm making a bit of a mess call here. Harvey's ambushes are all bar one melee. So Harvey wants to be in melee with me. So by putting the pranksters in range of nearly all of my units, maybe I bring them back a little bit. Oh, I could even actually put them here. I want to put them in range of countercharging my valuable units, which really isn't very many. Now, most importantly, what I can be is really, really annoying for Harvey. If I put them like this, I'm trying to make it so that he can't snipe my Master Jester. At the same time, my pranksters can't do anything. We'll have to go for something like this, I think.
Falling for my trap here. Put them in charge range of my my trackers.
Exactly.
You fool.
Well, this way at least the trackers can't snipe the Master Jester. I think for love nor money. Maybe one friend can. What's really interesting is that we're using this to kind of show off some lower tier armies, but we've both picked full Strider armies. So this does soften the blow on these weaker armies ever so slightly. I'm going to leave my first activation as unit of pranksters right there.
I think...
Oh no, did I call
this
it?
This very brave man, he needs to be 6 inches away from everyone. 9 inches away from everyone. Do I love it though? That's the question. It's more about love than it is about hate in this life. Welcome to Don't Think Just Charge. We've had a slight rebranding. We now think very, very deep and meaningful about everything.
And then charge.
And then charge. Certainly this guy is not being a damn coward. He's going to be as close as he possibly can be. He has one purpose. He carries the backpack.
Oh, what's really quite nasty about this is that he can plant your shotgun guys in a range that ignores my stealth. He's
a juicy boy. We alluded to the game we tested on before, but what I realised that when the shotgun guys come in, because they're 9 inches away, some of them are actually out of range, and if they want to use Relentless, then they need something like Beacon to be able to actually use their full effectiveness. So,
okay. Whereas I haven't changed a damn thing since our first game.
I had 70 points to burn, and this man was it.
Where I actually would love to be is 16 inches away from both of your bounding units, and I don't think I can quite do that.
So the conga line?
We're not quite conga, but I think what we are doing... This is the important of checking your measurements, everybody, and also knowing how bounding works. Bounding is D3+1. So to get the full effect of 16 inches of charge range, Harvey needs to roll a 5 or a 6 on his dice if he wants to charge these pranksters with either his bounding Beast Riders or his bounding Great Beast. By being 16 inches away, I'm in charge range of him. By being over 15 inches away, I'm making it so he needs to top out on his roll to get the charge there. Now, he can still move his veteran up. He's still going to be able to place his shotgun friends down and do nasty, nasty things to me. I think that's the best of the bad situation. So, that's me done, and it's over to you to do the rest of your ambushing.
So we've got 2 units with caster, and we've got a unit of elites.
And 2 dice.
Let's bring these guys. And 2 dice. These are my lucky dice. They're going over here. I think the elites are just going to go danger close. Something like this, probably. Now, they just need to be within 6 inches of this guy, and they can deploy wherever they want, really. Now, all we're looking for is to be in range of everything. So I think we're going to be doing...
Wait, does the unit have to be within 6 or wholly within 6?
It's just within 6. It says, so friendly units using ambush make no decision from enemies if they deploy within 6 inches of this model. Right, so we're going to put those guys there. I mean, I could spend a lot longer deciding exactly how I want to place them, but I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now, what we want to do, I think, is these guys are clearly a problem, and they're trying to do some tricksy stuff. So I think we just want to set up some counter charges here. What I don't want to do is put them back here, defending this guy, and then all of a sudden I've just got like everything over here, and there's 3 objectives to contest on this side of the board.
You found my game plan out there.
Just stand on this side of the board. It's a very clever one. But I will... We could make that charge if it's still relevant. It probably won't be, though. I'm not wow on what's going on. The other thing I could do is I could also just set these guys up in charge range and not take this activation first. But I think that's a stupid thing to do. Those guys have got regen and all sorts of tricks, and I think we don't want to be messing with that. I'm mad on it. Actually, let's play clever. So when I activate, I'm going first, so I know what I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to be shooting these 2 units, likely. Then you'll activate, and I think this is the most obvious thing for you to do. So defending against this does seem pretty good, which means that I would have an extra activation then to do whatever I want. So if instead of placing... so these guys here have got the counter charge on this, which is good. So these guys are very likely just to have whatever they want to do, free to do. Charging these pranksters here doesn't seem like a bad play. Now you could activate these pranksters to go over here, but then if I'm threatening this charge here, which I'm not currently, but I could be, then I can make that charge instead. So I think what we're going to do is actually just put these guys close enough where they can do some charging, not too close that they're too close, and then just place these guys here and just play like a threat on threat game. Just go like, you know what, this is going to be happening, so let's just...
We're doing that
we're going to battle, so...
We're all holding pistols under the table at each other here.
Yep. 9 inches is such a crazy amount. I feel like I'm always 9 inches away, and then I never am. Don't you cause trouble. Okay, we're fine. So yeah, I'm going to place my other one now.
Cool.
So I'm going first.
Yeah. Let's
activate this juicy unit here. Now, what do we want to do with the flamethrowers? Now, we could go into here with the flamethrowers, 2 of them, and shoot the rest of the shotguns into these guys, which feels like a pretty decent play. How much do we care about this unit? The thing about shooting the flamers here is that there's a good chance that we might get you to morale, and if you failed that one, that would be pretty good for the game. The other thing we do is just wipe out the units of jokers, but I can't shoot 2 different targets with the flamers, which is a shame. Otherwise, I'd probably go flamer, shotguns here. So I think what we're going to do is just go shotguns here, flamers into this unit, and we'll go from there. As mentioned before, my 2 lucky dice. These are the flamer dice, and they're going into this unit just as
Let's see some ones.
Yeah, so these guys are relentless. So if we see 6s, we're really happy, and if we see 1s, because they're reliable, we're really unhappy. But I've never seen 1s on these dice. These are my lucky dice. So let's see.
What was that we just saw? Oh, 9 hits. Okay.
9 hits.
5s.
Yeah, you're rolling my lucky dice.
I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone except for the caster is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gone. Cool.
So the remainder is 16 shots of shotguns plus 3 more for this guy. They're all hitting on 4s.
19
okay, so I think these are all the same.
Don't roll my pranksters.
I think these are all AP1. Yes, they are. Okay, so here we go. 6 is double. Ooh. Leave that one in. Okay, these are all AP1 against Death 4. So death 5.
Ooh, 2 dead bikes.
The dogs don't matter.
Right, morale time. Master Jester. Never lucky. Jet bikes.
2 of those. Never lucky again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
that might be important for the game.
That might be the game on pretty damn
over.
That might really? Be the game. That might be the game.
You still have these scary units of pranksters kicking around.
Don't let 2 highly unlikely rolls get you down at home. Let's look at the rest of the board. Harvey has stacked 3 units over here that rely on this charge coming in for this counter charge to make him effective. I'm just going to make 3 of his activations pointless this round. It's the best thing I can do. He's made 2 of mine pointless, so let's make 3 of his even worse. Now, these guys charging here isn't so much of a problem as these guys charging here. So with that in mind, I think I might just turn these fools around. So those vultures are going into the pranksters, probably.
There's 2 casters in those groups as well, with 4 tokens.
Okay, we're going to be going for this unit here. We're going to go at it with the fools. The fools are just going to, quite simply, go on in here.
This is 20 attacks, 5 ups with Furious.
Okay, yep. So we're hitting you on 5s, 6s explode. Let's see some fun. Ooh, okay.
That's good.
That's
very good.
2.
5 6s, okay.
Right, they're very nice. 15 hits, AP nothing.
All we need to see here is 15 4s. That's not 15 4s.
There's a lot of 4s though.
Well, this guy's tough, so
exactly.
Yeah, so we lose 5 models, and this guy takes 1 wound.
Oh, he takes 1. I thought I'd seen another not a 4 there.
This guy can attack back. No, I don't think. Oh, he's 3 attacks. Okay, 3 attacks, AP 2. He hits on 3s normally, but these guys are dodge.
They are. Yep.
So he hits on 4s. I didn't miss any rules on these guys, did I? I don't think I did. No. Cool.
Dodge is huge.
Ooh, dodge matters.
Right, 6 up. Makes the 6. Easy. Where were those rolls for my morale checks?
So then a morale check for the elite veteran.
He's gone. Very nice. Importantly, we have 3 inches.
Oh, yeah, he's got a 3 inch.
Go like that. Oh. These fools falling all over the place. Your activation. I'm expecting a bit of shenanigans.
Or no, I think we have to activate this unit of vultures here and probably just make this charge.
I absolutely agree with you there.
Spellcasting wise, on the way in, so we have 8 hits on the spell list.
You do.
Which feels like a really good thing to use here, and I could do it on a 2-up. And the rest of the spells don't seem that great. We could do 2 hits AP 2, so we could double up on spells. But I think it's probably better to just go for a reliable 8 hits instead.
Absolutely agree with you.
So I would go pull my lucky dice, but you've hidden it somewhere in this stack, so it's this one instead. So simply don't get a 1. Okay, so that starts off with 8 hits on the pranksters.
Pranksters are saving on 5s, and then they've got regeneration. 4 die.
I have 6 bomb drops as well. So that's 6 ups, D6. Any 6 is 1 hit. Not today. And then we have these guys hit on 3s, but hit on 4s because of the dodge. And we have 2 attacks on each of the vultures and 3 attacks on the lord. So that's 13.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, it was like a Dolby Atmos or whatever it is at the start of movies.
The dice are going your way today. These are 6s. Yeah. These are 5s. That is the unit wiped. That is the unit wiped out. This has gone really badly now.
I think if the morale hadn't gone backwards,
If the morale hadn't gone, I'd be absolutely fine. But the morale has gone that way, so we are a little bit screwed. Yeah, if we hadn't lost these 2 units, this game would be in a completely different situation right now.
Like, are these armies just really swingy? Is that what it is? No morale mitigation is like wild, right? But maybe this is why they thought it was bad. But I mean, yeah, like... I mean, the dice rolls they haven't been as bad as the other game, but like just like 2 dice rolls losing the game basically.
2 dice rolls losing the game, right?
Yeah. Man, OPL's so bursty. Like, those elites, right? Like they didn't even roll that good on their attacks.
Okay, desperate times call for desperate measures. Whilst I would love for these jokers to throw their firebombs at these vultures, I think unfortunately we have to try and pick up a morale check onto these beast riders. Right, so we are picking up 3 flame bowlers. We're hitting this unit of beast riders on 3s. Okay,
So
4 ups.
we need to pass one of these, sorry, and then we're not making that morale check. So we'll take 1 wound off the back unit here.
Oh, this is falling apart for the jesters.
This is not looking great for the jesters. Well, I can't actually do anything about these guys. I could move these guys out and do some shooting here, but I kind of want to leave these guys here to threaten this space. So I think the pranksters probably need to come across the board here in a second, and the longer I stall this out, the better. What we do have hidden in our midst, though, is this guy.
Yeah, really good at burning.
These guys
my
aren't activated,
activations.
and he's a believer. So
He's
gonna
not
move to the edge
charging.
of this.
Yeah.
He
He can't.
No, he's
he
got his
can't
little
take the
scrap
objective
shotgun.
this turn.
He can't. Oh, you're right. Maybe he does charge. No, he doesn't charge. Okay, he's got 4 attacks, AP 1, hitting on 5s.
Oh, he's such a
Oh,
believer.
He's just honestly, this might be the favorite bit of tech on this whole game. I love this guy. I'm actually in love with him. Maybe I need to build this army in real life, and then we can give him a name.
Okay, there's 2 dead, and are they shaken? No. Okay, we're in a bad spot here, friends. I do want to be able to hit you back. I'm not going to be able to hit you back with very much, so I think it is actually activating the jet bikes. So we'll activate these guys and just unshake them.
Okay, I kind of want to be threatening this charge here in case this happens. In case this charge comes in here, but also there's a chance that you just wipe these guys out. This is a very scary unit, these pranksters. And so you could actually bounce back 3 inches, and then these guys would do nothing this turn. We probably should charge the jet bikes and try and get those off the board. I'm going to activate these guys. They're bounding, so they can easily make this. They'll
Yeah.
make their way over there. Okay, so Beast Riders, as mentioned before, hit on 3s with AP 1 on the charge, and they have impact as well. We're looking at 8 impact attacks and 8 lance attacks. So this is the impact, hitting on 2s. So that's 6 hits so far, and these are hitting on 3s with AP 1.
Okay,
Very
this
nice.
is not looking great. So these are 4s. That is they're dead.
Yeah, they just die.
That's the end of their life.
That is, unfortunately, they're under their lives. I will consolidate back onto the point.
So this is looking pretty terrible. Right, okay, so the Jesters are under the cosh here. We've got 2 activations left. 3 activations left compared to the 1, 2, 3 activations from the Jackals. Now, how are we actually making this work? This charge here is feeling pretty bad.
It's a very brave charge. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
You've got nothing going on over here. I'm going to activate my Master Jester and deshake him.
Yep. I am going to make probably the saddest Great Beast play known to man, which is the objective play for him.
I think we're going for the veteran, I'm afraid.
Oh,
We're going here. We have 2
not what the
attacks
people want.
with
People at home
Furious.
do not want this. On 3s.
Ooh,
Okay,
2 hits.
This guy was not given the good armor.
Ooh, nice.
2 wounds. He actually can't win this combat now then. He's got just his CCW hit on a 5.
Just his close combat weapon.
But he's never failed before.
He can win this combat. This is how he wins the combat. This is exactly how he
Oh,
wins
of
the
course, you can only
combat.
have 1 wound. Okay, 5 ups.
He's gone. Oh,
That's what you get. Charging Jack.
I
He's the one
know.
all the Jackals are named after.
he is Jack of the Jackals.
These Jack of the Jackals. I have the dogs, so I'll do the dogs.
Cool. And that forces me to, unfortunately, open up this guy to some sniper attacks. Because I can't let these units continue to do their things. So, you are correct. The pranksters have got to go in here. The dice are going to go my way now.
It's a very scary, scary unit.
We've had our time. We're hitting you on 2s. We have AP2. We have Furious. There we go. 10 hits with AP2.
These are 6s, sorry. We saved 2, so 8 to die. So attacks back. I think we just have CCWs.
All right.
That's 1 hit.
We have a 5 up. We have regeneration. Oh, I saw the 5. I felt it. We will lose this friend here. Bye-bye. Boop.
Morale.
Let's see
4
them
up
go.
in morale.
Let's see them go. Oh. Then your final activation is the snipers.
Yeah, we're just going to move into the bushes here. And we're going to take our 24-inch shots, which we're in range of. This is hitting on. It's actually on 3s because
It
of
is on
stealth.
3s because of stealth, yeah. Oh, it matters! It really matters.
What?
5 up. Still takes the 1 wound. That's the end of round 2. A, frankly, very crippling round for the Elven Jesters. At the end of the second round, that is 3 objectives going over to the Jackals. They've taken these 2 on the Jester's left flank and the 1 on the right. This one here is still neutral. Remember, folks, you cannot take an objective on the turn you ambush in. And this one still belongs to the Jesters. We're going to be moving now into a very critical round, which is round 3. And we're going to be starting off with the Elven Jesters to go. I'm going to be doing things now, hopefully, to you, kind of similar to what you did to me. Let's go for making you sad. It's spellcasting time.
A crucial turn of spellcasting. Yeah.
This is a really crucial turn.
Doesn't work, and it was the 3/5s was the right activation.
Master Jester. Master Jester is going for the biggest play of his life. I think.
Ooh, a charge!
I think the play is.
You know what happens when you fuck with Jack. I don't know why you're up there.
We have 4 attacks with Furious in combat, right? So I think we wipe out Jack with the charge. One of the spells that Jesters have access to is Light Shards, which is 2 target enemy units take 6 hits each. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be using 5 of my spell tokens to do this on a 2+. Are we ready? This is the ultimate moment. Cool. All right, folks.
Okay.
Okay.
So when bringing spellcasters in future, guys, remember, always bring more than one.
Yeah.
always bring more than one spellcaster.
At some point, we'll have a conversation about spellcasting and OPR, and it's why Ed and I do like to use advanced casting, but it's to avoid moments like that. But there we go. This is OPR. But this is fine, because this is 4 attacks hitting you on 3s and 6s explode, right? Okay, it's 3 hits.
I mean, once again, Jack has lived worse than this, okay? Easy 5-ups. For a moment. Can we play skirmish rules? Can I roll wind check?
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Allowed?
Alright.
No. Goodbye,
What should
Jack.
have been a lot more was not. We will move our Jester onto the objective. We did have 1 more token there, actually, but we'll leave it. We'll leave it be.
Yeah. There was a temptation to activate these guys, but I really think the Beast Riders are probably the most effective thing against
100% agree with you on this one.
So I think I'm going to take this charge. So we'll charge so we can do some shenanigans under the point. This is similar to last time, so we've got 8 hits of impact. So this is 2s up. That is 7 hits. And then hitting on 4s because of the dodge with AP 1.
And again! Oh my god, you just don't whiff. 6. We've got 6 hits with AP 1, 7 hits with impact. So these are 5s into 5s. Okay, 2 dead. And then it was 6 hits. We've only got 2 left in the unit. These are 6s into 5s. The unit dead. Okay.
Dead unit.
We're very quickly approaching the point where this game is just over. Let's try and shake this unit. We'll charge in with the Jokers. The Jokers have got 6 attacks with 3s, hitting on 3s with Furious. That is 6 hits.
So we're on 5s, which is 4 dead. We now get 5 attacks back, hitting on 4s. Which is 3 hits.
We've got simple 6 ups. We're alive!
You're alive, which is important for this combat.
It is important for this combat because the lone Joker has won combat.
Which means a 4-up could be really bad here.
So less than 4, it's bad.
We've had it. Okay.
That unit is wiped out.
That might help.
And you get a 3-inch consolidation.
Yeah, we're moving 3 inches away from the biggie.
Well, no, we're out of range of this, so we can't do some relentless stuff, but we can walk up and shoot them. So I think they're just going to turn around on the spot and just shoot their guns at this guy. So we've got 2 flamers, so that's 1 hit, and then we've got 3 shotgun shots. So that's 3 more hits.
What I'm wondering about is...
She's got relentless as well.
Okay.
No.
5s. She's dead. Bye-bye. Okay.
Goodbye, caster.
So the play to tie the game up is this. The Fools are charging here. We can move into shenanigan territory because we're going to wipe you out and bounce back here. The next turn we're charging your Beast Riders and we're in a position to try and neutralise the game. We're playing for a tie.
Yeah.
We're playing for a tie here. I don't think it's going to happen because the Great Beast can just charge and kill the Joker. But, you know, we're playing for it. we're going to show you that a game that is really not close can only come out as a 3-2. Yeah, exactly. Right, we have 20 attacks coming in on these elites. These are all of your dice for your Pathfinders with AP nothing.
4-ups. It's 3 dead. That's the 1 hit on a 4-up, which is actually, which is a 4-up.
He gets it.
Which he gets.
5 up. Oh, we lose a fool.
4-up morale here.
Let's see it.
Here we go.
This is how we do it. No, never mind. I think, unfortunately, that is the end of the game as far as things go.
Yep.
It was a valiant effort, but losing 2 units to morale means that there was just nothing that the Jesters could do. Losing, as well, their 2 most valuable units to morale, failing 2 3-ups. Sucks, but it happens.
Yep.
To give a little bit of a summary here, we played 2 games of this. The first game, the dice went completely against the Jackals. And then this game, losing 2 morale checks has absolutely destroyed the Jesters. I feel that if you hadn't had that, I was in a much better position.
Yeah, I think certainly the game's a lot closer, isn't it? Losing 2 of your most valuable activations is pretty huge. I mean, obviously you can't really tell exactly how the game would have gone because you would have activated different units and so on, but certainly a much closer game without those 2 fails.
But that's
the other game we played, did it even make it to round 3? I don't think it did.
No, we didn't even make it to round 3. I
so
absolutely ruined
it. If we are learning something about these 2 armies, we're certainly learning how explosive they can both be and how fragile they can be as well.
I feel that is one of the aspects of it, of when you consider the armies, they've both got nice things going for them, right? So the Jackals, you can bring in this heavy ambush strategy where you are throwing out a lot of pain. As we said, we've kind of talked about it, splitting activations. When you were able to bring in the unit of elites here and put your activations on 2 of my most valuable units, you were able to not only substantially reduce them in size, but then being able to shake them and force morale, and then the dice going against me just meant that you were able to do it really, really nicely. And as you've identified, Jack of the Jackals being able to beacon in a short-range, relentless shooting unit, you can ignore all the restrictions, is really nice. It's a really nice bit of tech that you can do. And it punished what I was doing, because my strategy for this game involved ignoring a couple of 100 points of models and just saying you can have those and then we'll try and take them later on. But that didn't matter when I did not win this flank. I wasn't able to overpower you because losing those 2 units on such a critical turn just meant that my plan of trying to be able to overwhelm you couldn't happen. You were just able to completely pull me apart at that point. Getting the spell cast off, I appreciate it was on a 2+ was going to be good here, but then wiping the whole unit out really stung. You hit very well into, despite dodge being there, you just rolled incredibly well. And
I think also the spellcasting game as well, on your side, you didn't get a single spell off. So
I didn't get a single spell off.
Yeah. I think this is the thing, right? So sometimes casting goes like that, right? Sometimes you just lose all your 50/50s or whatever you've kind of bet in on. And interestingly enough, that caster even existing was a negative to you as well, because you use some of your units of blocking and it changed the way you're activating because of the tension with the snipers.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it wasn't even 2 50/50s. It was a 3+ and then a 2+ was what it was.
Yeah. So, I mean, 6 hits there would be a hugely different game.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, 6 hits there into... It was at least been it would have been a morale check here on average, and certainly a morale check there. It would have been me doing to you what you've done to me, which would have changed, again, the landscape of the game. I mean, we've kind of discussed this. I'm a big proponent of changing spellcasting. I think that spellcasting should be 2d6, get a 7+. The rules can be the exact same. The exact same in terms of spending more tokens, but instead of having 1 4+, having 2d6 and a 7+, it means that on average you're casting more spells, because a 7+ on 2 dice is something like 40-ish% chance of failure, so more than 50% chance of success, whereas a 4+ on 1d6 is 50%. But also, psychologically, how much better does it feel picking up 2 dice and saying, I need a 7+? Because even there was, nice and average, it's a 7. But it would take 2 dice going badly, as perfectly demonstrated. The dice are paid actors. As perfectly demonstrated there, it would take 2 dice going badly, and it feels less offensive. I don't know what it is. It's that smooth-brained human aspect, right?
Yeah, I also think spellcasting is very, very spiky, isn't it? Really, I mean, you saw the effectiveness on my side and the potential for on your side, and I think having such a critical and game-changing aspect of the game, like the spellcasting going wrong, being reliant on a single dice roll, it just leads to these kind of unsatisfying situations.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, you see it more often when you're just running the one caster. Obviously, when you're running more casters, you've got more tokens to throw around, more 2-ups and stuff. But even still, not impossible to roll 2 1s in a row, and that can be completely game changing. So
it's not impossible. We've seen it here today.
We have seen it.
We've seen it exactly here today. Lovely. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this. A little bit of a hodgepodge of 2 of our bat rep armies coming at each other. We will be moving on to have a little bit more of a discussion around these armies. But what importantly do you at home think? Do you love the Elven Jesters? Does Dave suck? Is Harvey absolutely cracked by trying to just bring an all-ambush Jackals unit, or is he ignoring the fact that there's half a roster that is just left untouched? That is entirely for you to consider. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Okay, so you've got 2 hits with poison, 2 hits with AP 1, and 4 hits with AP nothing.
So these guys are just defense 4, so we'll go with the poison ones first. So that's 2 fails. Then we've got the normal ones, 4 ups. Ooh. 4 fails. Okay, 2 dead so far. And then these are the AP 1s, these are 5s. Okay. We are off to the races. That's 8 wounds in total.
And are you ready for the biggest Joker limited move?
Here it comes. Whoa. He never misses these. He never misses them.
Cool. That was a good activation.
Okay, so 9 shots hitting on 5s.
Oh, we've got a few hits. Oh, it's a 4, not a 5.
We got exactly 2 hits. This could be a dead biker.
Let's see the 5s.
Come on.
So we'll start with our spellcasting. So we're going to simply enough do one of yours and my favourite spells in the game, which is 2 enemy units within 12 inches take 6 hits each. I'll be targeting your Stalkers and your Beast Riders. Pray for the 4+. Yeah! Nice. So that's 6 hits on each of your Stalkers and your Beast Riders.
These guys are 5s. Ooh. And a morale check for those guys.
Ooh.
Not today. That's shaken. We'll go for 6 more hits on the Beast Riders. Oh no! These Beast Riders.
And then the rest of these are AP nothing and rending. Ooh. That's 1 hit with AP 1, which will be that dice. 6 hits with AP nothing and 2 hits with AP 4.
So that's 6 dead in the unit. So the 2 flamethrowers going up here. So this is hitting on 3s, blowing up on 6s.
Oh.
Oh no! Jackals, it's not your day. Right. The rest are all going over here. So this is hitting on 5s. Blowing up on 6s though. Oh. Okay. Not the day of the Jackals, I'm thinking. It's been one hell of a dicey game so far.
This has been a game. 20 attacks. I'm hitting you on 2s and 6s explode. I missed 1 attack.
Yes. Very good. Okay, yeah, so this is 4s. You can actually just die here. It's not good.
If you roll like you've been rolling all game, yeah.
So let's just put them in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he just straight up dies.
Oh no.
I'm feeling like the Jackals aren't going to pull this one out of the bag today. I want to run the numbers on my dice rolls for this and put it in the comments. That would be appreciated. This is 10, but 2 is the same thing as before.
I got exactly 10 dice. So that's 11 hits.
It's a miracle, really. It's 2 dead.
Nice. Well, hold on. Morale first, yeah.
Easy 5 up. Yep, that's them gone as well.
And then they're going to throw their 3 blast attacks at these nomads. That is 3 hits with blast 3, AP nothing.
Okay, so 5s. This is 5s. Okay, I think we can probably call the game at this point.